let me start with this. And we'll have Eric be the first responder. Okay. What are you going to do about 7, 8, 9% pay increases to government employees when private sector pay is flat or declining? And B, will you stand up to unions?
The answer is yes. I think unions are part of the problem we have in Massachusetts. I mean, it's a shell game they're playing up on Beacon Hill. It's favors. And, you know, people that work day to day here on the Cape, they're hardworking people. I mean, we're all hardworking people. And we're not getting 7, 8, 9, 10% pay raises. I mean, you're lucky if you get 1 or 2%, and that's on a boom year for your company. We need to have a government that lives within its means. And the public sector is not a place to go get rich. Public sector is something you go and do your public service. And it's not a place for favors. And we need to look at creative ways to save money in the state budget. One of the things I'd like to see happen is to return back to something we had in the 80s and into the early 90s, where we privatized some state services like mowing highways or providing food service to jails. If we could get back to that right away, and you're saving about $500 million in the state budget. But the reason that law is in place and you can't do that is because of the union paybacks. And that's something we need to change. We need people that are willing to go in there, fight the tough fight, make the hard choices, because we cannot continue on the path that we're on.
Thank you, Eric. Okay.
Talking tough to unions is certainly going to be discussed throughout the Commonwealth during this election cycle. But talking tough to unions is really more about talking the language they understand so that they realize the dire straits we're in. I negotiate contracts for COMM, Fire and Water. I'm the head negotiator, and I am the first guy to get a rollback in healthcare benefits on the peninsula. Bar none, no municipality, no district, no. Our district was the first to incur a rollback of healthcare benefits. So you can talk tough, you can talk this, but you got to get the job done. So it's not always about who's got the best forearms or who advances the best cause. It's really about picking and choosing a path that brings us to the finish line. When you're the negotiator for a union, does it make you king of the blanks in your district? Yeah, you better believe it. I'm king of the blanks at COMM. So it's not a favorable position to be in, but it is one that needs straight talk and needs to be advanced on a regular basis. When you look at some of the things that Beacon Hill has had a chance to discuss, it shows you how they really don't think we understand the issues of the day. Just recently they passed a supposed no more holidays on Bunker Hill Day and everything. You can't do that without contract negotiations. So they set us up. They set us up for the election cycle. Negotiations are a key structure, and it needs to be addressed. Sometimes you have to pay more, but don't come away without getting anything for your money. So money and negotiations go hand in hand, but you need straight talk with straight people. Everybody understands the environment we're in, and everybody is fighting for their own basis. But you can make a change if you give them straight talk and approach it in a forward direction. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.